Hi, good day, everyone. Good day. My name is Temi Longe coming to you live. So I would actually give this nugget why I actually took this trade. Okay, so I'm gonna do the analysis now of GbpUsd for this current week. Okay, today is actually the the 31st of October. Okay, 2023. So it's very easy. So what we're going to do right now is that we're actually going to look at the previous week. So I'm just going to look for my vertical line and draw this actually from where the new week starts on Sunday. And I would actually choose another. If you actually know this, you can actually do any, you can actually kill this game. Okay, so basically I've just drawn two vertical lines for the previous week, and what we're gonna do is that we're gonna go back 4 hours. So basically, in the forex industry, you're just looking for the confluence. You're looking for confluence. Okay, so what I mean by confluence, you're looking for three functions: trend line, the trade zone, and actually the price action, and also the rounded price, like 1.25, 1.20. So basically, when you have these four confluences meeting at a point, then you're very likely to actually look for your price action and trade in the direction of the trend. So you can see me mark the top. That's the top of the previous week, and this is the bottom of the previous week before the 30th of October 2023. So right now I've done the high and the low, so that's actually my key zone. So basically, in an ideal situation, I'm going to turn this one to actually color red so I can differentiate last week from this week. So after this vertical line of the color red, we would normally be looking to take our trade around. Let me turn this one into red as well, into red. So we would actually, ideally, this is a secret, we're looking to actually take our trade around this red horizontal line. That's what we're looking out for. We're looking to take our trade around this area. So if we're looking to take our trade around that area, what are we looking for? In my own opinion, the first thing we're gonna do is this. We're looking out for what price is going to do around here. Okay, because the previous lower low, the lowest position of the previous week. So you just look to draw your trend line. Look for a trend line on the key point. It's so easy. You can see the way I drew this trend line. Bam. Okay, that's number one. And number two, we actually go and check for that red horizontal line. We want to see what the price says about what should I call it actually? Is it at the rounded price? Okay, so the price is actually 1.20818, but we're looking for the rounded price, which is gonna be 1.2. I'm gonna call it 1.21. That will be the rounded price. So you can see the way I drew that rounded price. So it actually moved a bit up to 1.21. Okay, so I've drawn my trend line. I've actually made this price zone rounded, And let me see if I can get another trend line to draw from here. Here we have to be very careful because we have a trend from here, from this place, but we don't actually have a trend around here. So it's very wrong to actually draw your trend on a place, or your trend line on a place that is not trending. It's not actually good. Just leave it alone that way. It's better not to draw your trend than for you to draw your trend when price is actually consolidating. Never do that. So this secret that I'm giving to you can actually make you a lot of money. So we've done our trade line, we've done our horizontal rounded price, and we're now looking for price action. So that's 4 hours. Ideally we should be looking at the 1 hour. So what do we now see? On Monday, as price started, you must notice that price actually came to touch the rounded 1.21. The rounded price 1.21. Price actually came to touch it. Okay, that's fine. That's a good sign. So we might not really know what's next to do. Okay, but immediately it touched it. What happened? You can see this price, this wick actually pushing up. That's a good sign. On the 1 hour, that's a good sign. Okay, the wick as well, that's a good sign for price action, but we're not going to do anything yet. Okay? So we can actually see this trend line here. Ideally we would have expected price to come and touch the trend line, but not in all cases. In most cases it does, in some cases it doesn't. But we've seen a wick on the 1 hour. That's a strong indication, okay, that price is actually going to shoot up. Okay, fine. And this is the key here right now. This can actually make anybody a lot of money. I'm going to actually show you something right now. No, that's wrong. I'm just going to delete it. Let me see if I can use an arrow. Okay, I think I will just use this. If you can have a look at where price, the highest point of price at the previous week, okay, on Friday at 15 o'clock, this highest point of price, we can actually draw a trend line there. Okay, why? Because it looks like a trend. Okay, it looks like an highest point before price actually came to this bottom here. Okay, so ideally we don't see, never draw a trend line on anything when price is horizontal. Let's say, assuming price actually, let me see if I can actually get an arrow. That would have been much better. Okay, yeah, that's an arrow. So we could see actually price actually came there. That point, we can draw a trend line there. But let's say, assuming price actually came here, this point, before coming to the highest point here, we would never actually draw a trend line, because don't draw a trend line on horizontal. Only draw a trend line whereby you see a peak in price before it actually comes down. So that's fine, we can draw a trend line here. So we draw a trend line here, and this was the start of the week. So you can see price actually on Monday came to touch it, it broke out of it. So since we have 3 confluences, we have our trend line, which is actually at the bottom, okay, and we have this trend line at the top, and we have this red horizontal price, which is actually a rounded figure, and we have price actually came out of this trend line and actually came back, and you can see another week here, right? You can see another week. You can see this week actually, I'm just gonna put it, okay, you can see there's a wick that actually shoots to the top there. Then in my own opinion, then price has actually, we can actually enter, we could enter. So that's what I did that actually made me to actually get the trade right. Once you actually get your confluences right, in most cases your trade will be okay. And in my own opinion, I think I always see at least one clear trade every week. So don't try to trade a lot, just try to minimize your number of trades. Just look for one very, very potent trade and try to get at least 1,000 points or 500 points from that trade, and you should be okay.